me!
No!
Get away
Put
from
your
me!
fucking mask on!
I'm sorry, you can walk away from me right now, sir.
Put your mask on.
Get away from me,
Put it
please.
on. Just
Welcome back to the Angry American. Well, it looks like John Kerry, the presidential special climate envoy, guru, priest, preacher, Gandhi, climate Gandhi, I don't know what, he's got a lot of titles, I think. But anyway, he was caught maskless on an American Airlines flight from Boston to D.C. And of course, he claims this is all just a hit piece because he just pulled it down for a second while he's reading his book, eating his book. He was reading his book. He wasn't going to eat it. So I guess he was just reading, and he went maskless, which we all know is a no-no. So anyway, let's get right to the story. You saw the the 13 Dem montage that I put together in the intro, and I've got some more juicy clips for you about this John Kerry incident. The latest rules for thee, not for me, coming from the liberal privilege hashtag. liberal privilege. So anyway, guys, let's get right into the story. We're going to peep this over on the Daily Mail UK. So let's head on over to the Daily Mail. So we're over here on the Daily Mail UK. It says John Kerry has defended himself after he was spotted without a mask on a flight from Boston to Washington, D.C., dismissing concerns over a maskless photo of him on board the plane as malarkey. On Wednesday, Donald Trump Jr. tweeted an image that appeared to show Kerry sitting in the first class section of a plane with a mask hanging from one ear but not covering his nose or mouth. Kerry responded on Twitter saying he only uncovered his face for a short time. But of course, he tweeted, feels like there's some St. Patrick's Day malarkey afoot on Twitter. Let's be clear, if I dropped my mask to one ear on a flight, it was momentary. Kerry, 77-year-old Kerry said. I wear my mask because it saves lives and stops the spread. It's what the science tells us to do. These people, man, they are so full of it. American Airlines has also said it is investigating Kerry. The special presidential envoy for climate was spotted without a mask. Masks are required on flights according to a directive from the TSA. And those who are found in violation can face fines ranging from $250 for the first offense to $1,500 for repeat offenders. In his tweet, Donald Trump Jr. called Kerry out for flouting President Joe Biden's federal mask mandate, labeling him a liberal hypocrite. His mask is off and he isn't eating or drinking. Will he be fined for breaking the law and banned from flying an American Airlines like regular citizens would be? And there's the tweet. And there's Mr. John Priestley Kerry, the climate priest. Gandhi! Climate Gandhi. Kerry is the U.S. climate change envoy and was previously criticized for taking a private jet to Iceland in 2019 to receive a climate leadership award.
Those demographics, no matter where they are, citing how important that is. She also touched on Lollapalooza, no decision on that.
Blows your mind. Now I have a clip from Newsmax. It's one of their segments called News from the Left. And John Kerry is in this segment. But there's also some other good hypocrisy call-outs in this about St. Paddy's Day. So let's peep this one. I thought it was pretty good. I thought you might enjoy it.
Time now for the news from the left, and a happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I'll totally admit that I forgot, as you can see, but maybe it's a good thing because I'm not Irish. Here's a satirical article that made us laugh. Every St. Patrick's Day, many of you appropriate Irish culture, and I am literally shaking. The article talked about how a white celebrity chef was canceled due to making a Korean dish because of cultural appropriation, and yet nobody seems to care that the entire country appropriates Irish culture every March 17th, and nothing happens. And we all know why. Irish people are white, so the left doesn't care at all. So if you are running around tonight and you see any social justice warriors drinking a green beer, make sure you call them a racist, just for fun. Here's a wild one here. Baltimore, one of the worst cities in America, of course. Like so many other blue nightmares, it's been run to the ground by useless Democrat policies and Democrat politicians. There are now calls to shut down a city school where a .13, yes, that's right, GPA, ranks near the top half of this class. Project Baltimore reporting a high school senior has passed only 3 classes in his entire time, has earned a GPA of .13 during his 4 years, yet his transcripts show his rank is 62 out of 120, meaning 58 students in his grade are actually doing worse than a 0.13. His mom says she didn't know her son was failing until last month. The students returned to in-person school. The senior was told he has to go back to the 9th grade. He's a senior. Mom thought he was doing fine because he kept advancing grades. Not the case. The Augusta Fells school being investigated as multiple students have been failing and being allowed to move up to the next grade. Unbelievable story out of Baltimore. Finally, look who was caught on an airplane without a mask. John Kerry himself, the climate czar, one of the biggest phonies in Washington. I guess at least he wasn't flying private for the environment's sake. Still an elitist. We'll never forget this. Remember John Kerry? Never figured out how to make any money. Married into the Hines family. Thinks he's so important. Thinks he can fly private and look cool and doesn't need to wear a mask when he's on American Airlines. They're investigating.
So, what did we learn today, my peeps, my peoples? Ladies and germs, what did we learn today? Well, we learned what we already knew. There are rules for thee, but not for me if you are a liberal Democrat. We've been exposing this and calling this out, and that's what we need to do, and that's what I am doing. So, if you would, please, I forgot to do it at the beginning. I've been doing it in the beginning. I need you to like the video, ding, subscribe, ding, smash that notification bell so you know when the Angry American posts, comment down below, and share the video, because we need to get the word out. We need to keep firing these meme cannons and lulls at the left. It is, as Salty says, this is the best way to get them. And I believe it works really well, too. I mean, we shut Coke down and a few others, you know, with their try to be less white. So until next time, this is the Angry American saying watch out for those lefty, liberal, hypocritical lefties. They everywhere. Call them out. Do your thing. Call them out. Be loud about it. This is the Angry American saying peace. Peace. Out.